In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the 13 lessons that I've learned in my first 6 months on YouTube. Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Tolu, and on this channel I share content all around personal finance, budgeting and frugal living. I show you how to live your best life on a budget. In today's video, what I'm going to be doing is basically talking to you guys about my first 6 months on YouTube. So can't believe it's been 6 months since I launched this YouTube channel, but when I tell you I've learned so much in this short space of time, you wouldn't believe it. I've learned a lot. So what I really want to do in this video is share those lessons with you in case you are new to YouTube and you want to know things that you can do and avoid when you're starting out on a platform, or if you haven't yet started a channel or you want to start a channel, you know, these are the lessons that you can take from me. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about the 13 lessons that I've learned in my first 6 months on YouTube. So you're going to want to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment in the comment section below if any of these lessons are lessons that you've learned on your journey, or if these are lessons that are new to you, or if there's any additional lessons that I haven't mentioned that you've learned on your journey. It'll be good to share it in the comment section below so that we can help each other as a community. And with that being said, I'm going to get into those lessons for you right now. Okay, so one of the lessons that I've learned since being on YouTube is that it is a marathon and it's not a sprint. So if you really want to grow on YouTube, you really want to grow a platform on this platform, then you're going to want to be in it for the long haul. So there's no point after uploading your first 2 videos, you know, criticizing your content or looking at your analytics too closely thinking, oh, this video is performing or this video isn't performing. You're going to want to keep putting content out over a long period of time and then analyze your results as time goes on. So it's a marathon, it's not a sprint. You're not going to just upload 2, 3, 5, even 10, even 20 or 100 videos and just explode on the platform. I mean, that is the case for a minority of people, but for the majority of people it is a long haul stretch. It does take time to build momentum and for the compound effect to take place. Give yourself some time to grow, give yourself time to learn the platform and just be in it for the long haul. It's not going to be an overnight success. For the majority of people, that's not the case. It takes consistent effort over a sustained period of time for you to see the results of all your efforts. So just keep at it, don't give up and don't quit. I guess the next point to make is that everyone's journey is unique on YouTube. So what I would say is that while it is important to look at what other people are doing for inspiration, don't copy what other people are doing. Take inspiration for what they're doing, but know that your journey is going to be unique to you, and know that whatever you bring to the platform is going to be unique to you. So don't spend too much time consuming other people's content or worrying about what other people are doing or comparing your content to other people, because comparison really is the thief of joy. So don't allow what somebody else is doing or somebody else's joy to rob you of your own joy. Just because someone else is winning in a certain area or someone else's content you feel is better than your own, don't let that discourage you from what you're doing. Know that you are unique to you and know that what you have to bring to the platform is valuable, and there is an audience on YouTube waiting to see your content. So I know they say imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but don't imitate other people. Like, really don't do it. Find your voice and use your voice and be authentic to you. Don't try to sound like anybody else on YouTube. Just do you and be you, and your audience will find you. That leads on nicely to my next point, which is don't take yourself too seriously. Like, that is something that I struggled with a lot when I first started on a platform. It's like as soon as the camera turned on, it's like I got into like character, and it's like, no, Tolu, just be you. Like, your friends like you for who you are in real life, and people on YouTube will connect with you in the same way if you're authentic to yourself. Let people see your personality, let your personality shine through. Like, let people see you. Like, in the same way you have people in real life that in your lives that love you for who you are and that connect with you, it's in the same way that people online will want to connect with you too, if they actually get to see you, if they actually get to connect with the real you. But if you're a robotic version of yourself, then nobody's going to want to connect with you. Nobody's going to want to watch your content because you're stale. Just be you, bring your personality to the forefront and let that shine through. Okay, and the next point I have to say is something that I'm still working on, but I can honestly say, watching my old videos to now, I can see that there's been a growth, and that is be confident in everything that you have to say. So whatever it is you have to deliver, the message that you have to bring to the platform, whatever it is you want to teach, do it and do it with confidence. Say it like you mean it and you believe in what you actually have to say, because it actually makes a difference to the person receiving that message. So as I'm talking to you now, you're like, oh yeah, and I'm sure you're nodding along with what I'm saying. But if I was coming to you like, you know, oh yeah, you know, you need to be confident and you need to like believe in yourself. Yeah, no, because confidence is really important. You're not going to believe what I have to say. You're not even going to think that I'm serious about what I have to say. But if you actually show that you're confident in what you're saying and you really believe in what you're saying, it's going to come across to the end user, it's going to come across to the viewer, and they're going to want to actually engage with your content and watch your video for a lot longer. I mean, you're here now still watching, so that means you've watched a few minutes of me rambling on already. So it just goes to show, be confident in what you have to say. If you have a message that you want to bring in whatever capacity it may be, whether it is a vlog, whether it's a cooking tutorial, whether it is a DIY tutorial, whether it's a budgeting video, whatever it is that you're bringing to the platform, whatever you're doing, do it with confidence and do it like you know what you're talking about, and people will resonate with it and people will subscribe to your channel. I think it's okay to play around with content and try different things. I know that is unpopular opinion, because I know that if you watch a lot of these videos about new YouTube channels and how to grow and explode on YouTube within a short space of time, then you need to niche down, find your niche and stick to it. But then I would argue against that point, in that you need to be authentic to yourself. So going back to a point I made earlier, make content that resonates with you. So we're not just one-dimensional people. Like, there's many sides to us, there's many angles to us, there's many things that we want to explore as human beings. So explore those things on your channel, especially in the early days, because you don't actually know what content is going to resonate with your audience the most. So whilst you may think, you know, I'm a hair YouTuber and all my content is about hair, you might make a fashion haul video and that video really just shows your personality the most and people connect with you, and then all of a sudden that video gets a lot more views than the videos you were making about hair. So don't just limit yourself, don't put yourself in a box. At the end of the day, YouTube is for creating content and having fun with it, so let's not make it too formulaic in that respect. Let's have fun with it, enjoy it, create content that you want to create content that means something to you, that you actually would like to watch, and then you will see that your audience will grow from there. So don't put yourself in a box. Yes, it's important to an extent to have a niche, but I think it's equally important to enjoy what you're doing on the platform. Enjoy what you're doing, create content that resonates with you, and it will resonate with your audience too. Like with my channel, for example, yes, I do budgeting videos, I do personal finance videos, but then I do DIY videos as well. So it's all under the umbrella of frugal living. So I can literally take that and do what I want with it. I can do even shopping hauls if I wanted to, shopping on a budget. Do you see what I mean? So there's different ways you can incorporate different things into your channel without literally being so rigid and niche down to the point that you can't even be creative, which is kind of productive if you think about it. It's a creative platform, so allow yourself to be creative, especially in the early days. Listen, guys, if you're gonna do YouTube, I'm gonna say it's not for the faint-hearted. Like, I've only been on here 6 months, and in all honesty, most of the feedback that I've had has been positive. But all it takes is one dislike on the video, and I'm like, oh my days, they don't like me. Like, literally, I'm just sad over the one dislike. I remember the first dislike of one of my videos on my channel. It was like a month into being on the platform, and I was heartbroken. Like, literally, I was like telling my husband, why someone dislike this video? How can they dislike this video? There's nothing in this video to dislike. Like, I just couldn't understand why anyone disliked that video. But that's life at the end of the day. Not everybody is going to like what you do. Not everybody is going to agree with what you do. You can't live your life like that, you know, waiting for people to give you the approval or waiting for everybody to love what you're doing. That's not reality. In reality, not everyone is going to like what you do, and that's okay. But what I would say is that from very early on, develop that thick skin, because people are going to say things that are going to be hurtful, but that is life. Don't let it stop you. Okay, so this is the biggest takeaway. Like, if you don't take anything from this video, this is one thing I want you to take away from this video and take action now. Like, if you want to start a YouTube channel and you're watching this video and you're thinking, I need to do more research, I need to learn some more, I need to know a bit more, I'm not sure if this is for me. Listen, just start where you are with what you have and take it from there. Don't wait until it's all perfect. Don't wait until you know everything about the platform. Don't wait until, you know, you've dotted all your I's and crossed all your T's. Like, just start where you are with what you have. Like, that's literally the best advice I took away from one of these type of videos when I was looking to start my channel. Like, I swear I'd watched, like, I don't even know, I'd watched hundreds of videos on this topic, like starting a YouTube channel. For years and years, I'd procrastinated, put it off, not starting it for various reasons, from me fearing that nobody will watch my channel, to me thinking, oh my gosh, my family are gonna think I'm like the biggest embarrassment ever. Like, all these negative thoughts were stopping me from pursuing what I wanted to do and stopping me from actually starting this channel. But when I decided to just literally get out of my way and stop worrying about what other people think and stop worrying about, you know, the worst case scenarios, and I just started putting out content, I just started to enjoy what I was doing. And whilst my first few videos, when I look back on them, they were crap. Like literally, so many of them that I look back on now and I'm like, oh my days, Tolly, how did you put that on the internet? But that is the reality of it. Your first video is not going to be great. No matter how many hours you spend planning it and writing that content and editing it, when you put it out there, a year from the date in which you've uploaded that video, you're going to look back on that video and think, oh no, this wasn't great. Do you know what I mean? And if you don't, actually, that's quite worrying, because that will mean that in a year you haven't grown and you haven't improved. So just start where you are with what you have. A thing that I did that I wouldn't do again if I started another channel was pay such close attention to the numbers so early on. So in my first week on YouTube, I don't even know how many hours I spent looking at my subscriber count. Like literally, I was counting every single new subscriber that was coming onto my channel in the first few weeks. Not even the first few weeks, in the first month. I was literally logging into YouTube Studio like every day, counting how many new subscribers I was getting. And that is not the way to be on this platform. You're gonna drive yourself crazy actually doing that. Just enjoy the process, enjoy creating the content, focus on creating quality content, and the subscribers and all of that will come as a byproduct of your content. But don't focus too much on the numbers in the early days. You will drive yourself mad and you'll actually be discouraged from actually continuing, because you're thinking, I spent 10 hours creating this video only to get 10 views. Like, it doesn't make sense, but you just got to be in it for the long haul. I think you need to decide very early on in your YouTube journey what you want to be about. Like, what is your core value and what is your core mission on the platform? Do you want to just grow, or do you want to add value to the platform? So I know you can do both, but at the same time you need to just be mindful of what your actual intention is when you're on YouTube. So like for me, for example, I know why I started this channel. It was all about me sharing my financial freedom journey with you guys. It was really documenting the process, sharing how I'm managing my finances, how we're staying on top of our numbers, and things that I'm learning along the way of my financial journey. I want to share it with you guys. So with that being said, and that being my ethos and my motive for being on the platform, I'm not just going to jump on any bandwagon just to go viral. Like certain topics might be trending, for example, so I could just make a video with that same trending topic in the subject title to obviously get a lot of views, because that's going to be higher in the search. But is that necessarily aligned with my brand or aligned with what I'm trying to do or what I'm trying to build on my channel? And for me, it isn't. So for me, my main focus and my main goal is to create quality content that is of value and that is beneficial to my audience. So I'm not just going to create content just for the sake of getting views when I know that it doesn't necessarily align with my mission on the YouTube platform, if that makes sense. So yes, that may mean that it takes a lot longer for me to grow. I'm content in that. I prefer to grow at a steady pace, knowing that I'm creating content that is meaningful, that is useful, and that is beneficial to you as a viewer, than create content that is just trendy. That isn't me. I mean, it works for some people, and no shade to anyone that's doing it, but you yourself as a content creator need to know about your core values and why you're doing what you're doing. Don't start YouTube unless you know what it is you're going to be making videos on. You need to have at least, I'd say, 20 to 30 videos planned out, like before you even pick up the camera and start saying you're recording a YouTube video. Know exactly what it is that you're bringing to this platform. Know exactly the kind of content that you want to be creating. So brainstorm, like literally write as many ideas as you can down, so that when it comes time to record, you're not turning on the camera and thinking, oh my gosh, what am I recording today? Or you're not just recording a video today and going ghost for the next 2 weeks. It's better to have a backlog of ideas, have stuff in the bank that you can refer back to, so that you can create quality, consistent content on your channel. Content is king. Like, above all else, your content is the most important thing. Your content needs to be of value, it needs to resonate with your audience, and it needs to be beneficial to your audience in some way, shape or form, whether that is in the form of education or entertainment. Your content needs to resonate with somebody. So it's so important, it's so crucial that you focus on providing quality content. I know there's so much that can be said in terms of making your description SEO friendly and having fantastic titles and having fantastic thumbnails, and there's so many things that can be talked about. I can actually do a whole nother video on that alone, how to optimize your videos for YouTube. If you want to see that video, actually let me know in the comment section below, and I could definitely do a follow-up to this video. Yeah, content. Don't sleep on your content. Like, don't just put videos out just thinking quantity over quality. Quality wins every time. You might think quantity is winning in the short term, because obviously they say the more videos you have out there, the more chances you have of being viewed, but equally, there's no point having so many videos out there that are not being watched or that are only being watched for 5 or 10 seconds. So those are literally the points that I have for you in this video. Those are the lessons that I've learned in my first 6 months on YouTube. I'm sure I'm going to learn so much more over the next 6 months. If you found this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet done so. Share it with a friend that you think could benefit from hearing these tips, and I will see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.